Today we are going to make vegan gingerbread men. Hi, welcome to Cake Mom. I'm Abby, and on this channel I share with you guys some of my favorite tips and techniques as well as recipes to help you with your home baking projects. If you're new or haven't already, please consider subscribing to our channel and hitting the notification bell so that you can see when I post my next video. So we're going to make some vegan gingerbread men, and not only are these vegan, they're also kind of healthy compared to your traditional gingerbread men. As always, the recipe is in the description below, but here is everything you will need. We have some whole wheat flour and a little bit of all-purpose flour, coconut oil, coconut sugar, molasses, water, baking soda, baking powder, salt, cloves, ginger, and cinnamon. First, what you want to do is combine all of your dry ingredients and give them a good stir so that they're well combined. Next, you will want to combine all of your wet ingredients and your sugar. Combine those until they are completely smooth. If they are not completely smooth, warm them up just a little bit so that they're completely smooth. Then you will want to add your wet ingredients to your dry ingredients and stir until you get a nice, firm, fully incorporated dough. Then we are going to separate the dough in half, flatten each half into a disc, wrap it well in plastic wrap, and refrigerate for at least an hour or until it is completely cooled. You can leave it in the refrigerator overnight, or you can work on it after an hour. Okay, so our dough was in the refrigerator overnight, and I pulled it out, set it on the counter about 10-ish minutes ago just because it was super duper hard. So now we're going to roll this out and bake our cookies. I do recommend, if you have a Silpat, that's what these things are called. They're silicone mats that you can bake on, you can refrigerate on these. The one thing you don't want to do, well, two things you don't want to do is cut on it with a knife or anything super sharp, and you don't want to fold it in half. You'll break it. So if you have one of these, don't do those things. If you don't have one of these, you can use a piece of parchment paper. It is for the purpose of it not sticking to our countertop and being super easy to transfer these cookies onto a baking sheet, because you'll just slide this onto your cookie sheet. So we have a rolling pin and some gingerbread men cutters. Big one and a little one.
How is it gonna get so flat?
You're gonna roll it out so it's so flat. So as you're rolling it, I like to roll from the middle out to the edge to kind of keep it even. And then you just turn your parchment paper or Silpat as needed. So now we're going to cut out our gingerbread directly onto our parchment paper or Silpat. Press it just hard enough, but don't jam it down if you have a Silpat, because you don't want to cut your Silpat. Just arrange them to fit as many as you can in this thing. Alright, put it down. Make sure it cuts all the way through. Good job. So you want to go ahead and preheat your oven to 325 degrees. You don't want it to be hotter than this, just 325. And once you have finished cutting out all of your gingerbread men, you want to refrigerate or freeze those for a couple minutes until they are completely firm before you bake them, because you don't want them to spread too much. After they have firmed up, you will want to bake them in the 325 degree oven for approximately 8 to 10 minutes, or until they are just starting to brown and are just firmed up in the center. If you want them a little bit chewier, bake them a little less. If you want them a little bit crispier, bake them the full 10 minutes until they're golden brown all across the whole cookie. And then they are ready to cool, and we will ice them. Make that some vegan royal icing. Okay, so now it's time to decorate decorate our gingerbread men. I have just made some vegan royal icing using aquafaba and powdered sugar instead of egg whites and powdered sugar. And now we will decorate our little gingerbread men, but we need to put this frosting into a piping bag and we'll get going. Our gingerbread are baked and cooled. We have our royal icing. We're just doing it in white icing to make them classy and just cute. And we have some red hots for the buttons on the big gingerbread men. So let's get to decorating. There you go! These are delicious and sweet and awesome vegan gingerbread men cookies. I hope you have enjoyed this video. If you did, please leave a comment below, like our video, consider sharing it with your friends, and if you haven't already or if you're new, please consider subscribing to our channel and hitting the notifications bell so that you can see when we post our next video. Have a great day!
Bye! Bye-bye!